Oh, we live.
Yep.
We live.
Mm-hmm.
Live.
Yes.
Alright, real talk. What can you see right now? Alright. Hold on. Give me like 2 and then I'll be good.
Okay. Just give me a second.
I don't know if I've used this one yet. I think I might have. It's fine.
Mm.
Hold on. I'm just getting some tokens in here. Oh, we live.
Mm-hmm.
We live.
Yes.
Live.
Yes.
Alright, real talk. Why are you just saying, yes, yes? Hold on. Give me like 2 and then I'll be.
Okay then.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. In here. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also. Sorry, I literally made this map like 3 seconds before.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We will make this one this. Okay. And is that? Oh, that makes more sense for him to be this one. Cool. Okay. Oh, yeah. He won't replace
What?
this. Nope. I'm just figuring out tokens and
Oh.
try to see who they represent. Okay. Um. All right. Now I'm actually ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. This is a word from me, the DM. Like I've mentioned before, people have changed. But anyways, that's just the next conversation is going to be very confusing for. So just be prepared for that.
Okay then.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. I reported about my phone.
Huh?
Okay. Again, like I said, I'm in a conversation between. Okay, I'm having a conversation between myself right now. You can hear this, although you can't say anything. What's up with that? Who knows, bro? I do. But I mean, you can say stuff. I guess they just won't be.
Okay. Excuse me.
So, after the recent encounter, I believe that he is in contact with the KD. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
What?
great. Um, okay. Yeah, cool. So
What?
you're gonna want to focus on trying to figure out where that whole thing is, okay? Of course. And keep a better eye on him this time. I don't want to, last run where you come. Again, I am sorry for that. He seemed to have gone out of. Yeah, I don't really care about whatever excuses you have. Just let him. Very well. Okay, let's speed up this program.
Huh? What?
Good morning, or middle of the night, or whatever time it is.
What? Hello.
It's 4 o'clock. Okay. Hello. Sorry about that. A lot of long nights.
Yeah,
You you ready for this thing? What are we doing today?
what thing?
Hold on. Okay. So today we're gonna do a ham, a carton of eggs. That's grocery list. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Today we're going to be going to the Weird West, or as we have referred to it, Savage World.
That does not sound very safe.
Ah, here we have a second name to kind of make it better. Oh, the second name's Deadlands. So
Yeah, that's
well,
totally
we're traveling there
comforting.
for today.
Yeah, that's totally comforting.
I'm sure it'll be fine-ish. You haven't died yet, so um, okay. Appears that Deadlands is some cowboy country.
Okay then.
How's your country?
Country? What do you mean by
Yeah, it's
country?
like a uh um it's really hard to describe. It's like I don't want to say stupid. It's like a stupid accent.
Oh, okay then.
Give me your best.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not that far off. Okay. Um. Yeah. What you find the differences? All right. I'll be opening a program. You'll know how it is. Um. Am sorry to hear about what happened last time. How you kind of got split up from HelperBot. So I have made some new adjustments to him, and he should successfully. Well, he should be able to kind of keep a closer eye, give you more stuff. So just again, if you have any questions, he's always there.
Okay.
Okay. Booting you up in the world.
Okay, here we go again!
Wow, 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 wow,
What?
wow, 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 wow. Hi,
Okay.
it's me, Helper.
Hello.
They do kind from what I've gathered from old Western movies.
That's...
Anytime two people interact, plays from afar. So that's something to look forward to, right?
Yeah, that might be. Anywho, is
Great.
the world generating or something? I don't see
Uh,
anything.
uh, uh yeah, it seems to be. Maybe it's got.
Hmm? Hmm?
Yeah. Um, hold on. I gotta. Hi, this is me take a little thing because I realized I didn't pull up rules. Hold on. I am finding the skills. Here we go. Um, what would this be considered? Um. What skills do you have?
Skills?
Yeah.
In
No,
general,
this
not
is
what?
just rolling. So, how this works? Roll whatever die you have for.
What die?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So which one should I roll for?
What do you have for agility?
Agility is is a D. It's it's a 6. So
Roll a d6.
it's a 1.
Oh, that's a very not good. Um. So I haven't explained this to you at all, but when rolling, basically there are a couple of results, and a force, anything below it's a fail. You didn't roll a 4, so you failed.
Oh
Um,
crap. I'm dead.
you slam to the slip off of your seat as whatever your end seems to hit up uh, into the middle of an aisle. And if you look, can you see?
Nope.
Yeah, you can.
Can't
Don't you
see.
lie.
Can't see
Zoom out.
anything. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Maybe.
Elf.
Listen, I was figuring. Um, I feel like I already used this Sprite can, but I don't remember for what.
We might actually take.
So it's here again. Um, but you fall into the middle of this. In the middle of this. What's it called? What's it called? Like on a
Sal
plane,
saloon.
middle of no. Like I guess walkway is the best word. I feel like it's not the right one.
Ow.
Of this thing. If you look around you, you see that there are 4 kind of sets of chairs. There are 5 other people in this room who I will now describe. There is here what seems to be a fancy business who is just oozing out money. And not like he's like money stuffed in his shirt, but like he gives off the vibe someone who has money. And you can also tell it because he has like a bottle of champagne in like the seat next to him. Um, Here we have a. uh, Here we have Sprite can. No, it is. It's kind of a woman who's wearing like a very like a dress that is neck band, but it's like long sleeve, long past the ankles. It's a very conservative dress. She's got thick, round glasses, and she's kind of staring outside the window, like she's giving the vibe of like a someone who would get someone who gets hog-tied and tied racks of a train or to the rails of a train by the like evil villain, like ha, ha, ha. She's like help me, she gives off that kind of vibe. Behind her with behind her seems to be a kid no
Just
older than 7, kind of
behind her
asleep.
is just Sans.
Yes, it's a kid. He's wearing very like he's wearing like a little vest. It's like a little white shirt, some little pants. But it seems that before he fell asleep, he was kicking her seat because his feet are kind of still up on the seat in front of him, but he's
Go for.
giving some light snores.
I need I need to ask. I need to ask. It is the kid's name Ness?
Maybe. Um, Behind this businessman is this lady who does kind of give off the vibes of a peacock. She's got a very not flora, but a very ornate dress. There are kind of feathers that are sticking out of it. She's got like that big kind of collar that some dresses have. And you can definitely tell in her like 50s to 60s, but she's definitely dressed like a 20. But she's kind of like she's leaning in front of her like, oh, businessman, that kind of.
Oh no.
Um, and then here, this horse. You see, there's the ideal looking cowboy. Like he's got a big cowboy hat. He's got poncho pulled up. He's like, I'm an outlaw. Like he's giving off that kind of vibe. There's you, and for the most part, you've kind of been wearing the same thing in the two different worlds. Here, you're wearing a nice pinstripes. Um,
Yeah?
you can definitely tell your vision's kind of slightly off because you realize you have a mono.
A monocle?
Mm-hmm.
And what am I wearing again?
Like
Hello?
a
Like a
pink
what?
blue stripes on it. A pin.
Like, how did that happen? I never
It's
remember
like a
wearing this.
low, like on your left side, you have like a little corsage that's kind of there, which is like a lighter shade of blue to kind of offset your blue um, suit. And then in your front coat pocket, you can see that there's like the chain of a pocket watch that's kind of tucked in there.
Okay, this.
Um, you it's one of these. You've been in a cart before, I think. Yes, you've seen a cart before though. This
Yeah.
is like you're in like an indoor cart basically. You can hear the sounds a chuga 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 chuga, and occasionally a whistle. So take that with what you're in a very nice cart. It's like there are windows kind of outside where you can see just kind of nothing. Um, and but like a nice little art ceiling bags that are stored up there. There's even one that has the name Wanderer on it that was above you. Um,
Huh.
yeah, but so that's kind of the stuff that is. That's basically the room. You're are two doors, these little brown things that lead to kind of other carts. Um, that you. Um, yeah.
Huh. I actually look up, oh, and take a bit of surrounding here after I got my bearings and just like wipe head after this. I was like, huh, pretty fancy place. And this is a cart?
Is this what?
A cart?
Uh, the the horse. The very generic looking cowboy says, uh, ain't you ever been on a train before?
Nope, never heard of one. I, the only thing I can remember is horse carriages.
He says, tourists. And you can tell he like rolls his eyes. And he goes back to chewing a toothpick, I guess, cowboy thing.
So look, I actually like look out of the window and I just saw like nothing but a blur of colors between like blue, green, and sometimes like brown. And I was like,
It's
well,
mostly brown.
mostly brown.
Like, you look out there's very rarely plants, which is a big change because you've been in a forest for most of the time. But um, you yeah, it's like desert, like outside the window, and you maybe like cat or some bunches of bunches of like bushes.
I actually look out of the window and it's like, whatever is pulling this train, we can tell that it's not a horse.
It's going way too fast for a horse. Maybe
And
it's 3 horses, you think?
and looking at the like what I could assume are other carts that are chained up together, it'll be like not and no horse can actually pull that much carts before.
Yeah, are you sticking your head outside the window?
No.
Okay. Um, roll. Let's see. Do you have like a perception?
Perception, I'm gonna double check on my list. All I have is athletics, common knowledge,
It might
notice.
be called perception.
Per
Notice. Can you roll me a notice, please?
okay. It's a 3.
Did you roll pluses?
I don't know what pluses I have.
Oh, you don't. Could you just have a D4 in it?
Yes.
Okay. You can definitely take, uh,
What?
there's like fine. I don't know where it is. You can definitely tell there are carts kind of on either side of this cart, that are similar. They're kind of you can tell that these carts have some sort of like lettering on the side, but you're not really able to see what it says.
Hmm.
Um, but around that point, you see this man with a middle part and a big old mustache. He looks like he's got a little cap that says conductor, and he's wearing a very nice kind of suit. Like it's a little suit, and he's got that one type of tie that's like just basic 2 strings. Do you know which tie I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the bow tie?
No, it's not the bow tie. It's like a very like it's basically like a piece of string, but then it's got like a clip on it, and it's like that's a tie, and it's like no, it's not, but okay. Basically, it looks like that.
Oh, I see.
Um,
So it's like
there's
I
he says,
actually.
huh?
You continue.
Oh, okay. Yes. Uh, he says, folks, just wanted to let you know we got 30 minutes till we arrive to our destination.
I actually sit up here and it's like, excuse me, sir, are you the one who's operating this train?
Well, yes, sir, I am. I is the conductor.
Okay, Mr. Conductor, sir, I'm kind of curious about how this train actually moves. And
Well,
no, you
that's
continue.
uh, he says, that is a very good question. Well, you see, motored by steam, but our train, and you see Sprite Lady, she kind of, she gets up in like her seat and turns around. I don't know why I did that. I got up in my seat and turned to like face you, and realized that no one could hear me, and that was dumb. Um. Uh. Um. Um. She says it is one of the first trains to be powered by electricity. Uh. It's it's a lot fast. Yeah, it is. Something you notice, she doesn't really have a country accent. It's more of like a, like a, I guess.
More
Who's
posh?
Hugo Lastro? And what was he here?
Hmm?
Wait, that might have been me. But you see, after she says that, she kind of sits back down.
Okay, I see. So you're saying that this is the first one that actually runs on electricity?
Uh-huh. Been running for a few years now, but we're still way ahead of the other competition. You're getting somewhere. You're getting there fast. Our here train, that one train, in parentheses, powered by electricity.
So how does electrical trains work as opposed to normal steam train?
Wow, that's a very interesting question for someone who just asked me what a train was to begin with, but I'll answer. Your steam one is power. You got to constantly be heating up coals and such to keep that train moving. With our electricity train, we are able to take the lightning that comes down in the little lightning little ball, and then we put that in our here engine, and we get to decide the engine goes. It's a lot better to keep feeding it fuel, and it just kind of runs.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're saying that this thing is powered by the strength of storms?
Exactly. Um, uh, when he says exact business, who you now can kind of realize that he's been smoking a cigar. He, this train here ain't just powered by no electricity. It's powered by the money that runs in it.
Oh, so that's I'm kind of I actually am like telepathically asked to KD. It's like, what is up with these people's weird clothing? What? I actually kind of pat around to find where KD is.
You hear it coming from your right coat pocket.
What? I actually pull out on my right coat pocket.
Yeah, you pull out the chain that leads to a pocket watch, and you see on this pocket watch is etched in these different. There's like a diamond. There's a pin. There is a square, and there is a kite looking. I forgot which shapes were for a second. Um, but you see, it's kind of you can hear ticking coming from inside of it, and it also sounds like there's voices.
I kind of
The
like
voice came from
I
inside of it.
actually push open the clock watch pocket thing as I open it up, and I'll be like, Katie, what happened to you?
Open it, even though it's telepathy, it seems to be louder. um, it's just kind of like a regular looking or watch in numbers. It's just nothing pretty much. Um, but occasionally like symbols again. Like at the it's and like at 12, 6, 8, and 10 are these different symbols. But he said, "Oh, that's a side effect of travel. Tend to take a form that's more fits in with the general theme. So just the other ones, it was I was just a shiny gemstone, but this one seemed easier to carry.
Wait, so you're saying that our form changes depending on where we are?
Yeah, kind of as different equipment and stuff are made form and well, stuff's changed form. Uh, you seem to be wearing a suit now, which honestly looks better. better than what you
Than I usually wear.
before because it was just, flour. Yeah.
Hmm. I knowing that, I actually kind of like look for my short sword. Be like, eh?
Uh, you don't find that you have your short. As you're kind of looking, the conductor says, "Train. Also, we'll be we'll be arriving at the underpass soon enough, so ain't no one get any alarm. But the light will be out for a few minutes. Toodle." And you see him open this door, and he shuts it as he leaves. And it's
Huh.
like a slidey door.
Hmm. So,
Like I said, you did see that you did have like a carry-on. If you're going to look for a short sword,
I may actually want to actually like pull down the carry-on and actually open it just to see what it is as I put Katie away.
okay. So you put him back in your little coat pocket. You take out your carry-on, get it from under. Um, Again, the general sounds. The kid seems woken up from this
Huh.
up. You see him like, yeah. He's like there, and
Okay.
he he makes his way over to the door. Um, these two are just flirty. Big lady, like, well, tell me about your money. Like, he's definitely leading flirting. Um, to uh, this dude, he goes and goes through. Uh, uh, Sprite actually here,
We're just
and on bag, it's got clothes in it. Like it's just got like seems to be like spare clothes that are like more kind of stuff that you do wear. Like there's a vest made out of kind of cow leather. There's just kind of like a wool shirt, wool pants. It
mm-hmm.
definitely seems to be a downgrade from the current suit you're wearing.
Hmm.
Um, as you're doing that, sprums up and she, "Oh, it's your first time on the train."
Yeah, apparently. Hello?
Hello,
Oh yeah. Sorry, I think you cut out for a second.
probably.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I said?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Uh, it's my first time on the train too, but I've heard a lot about it. I was super excited to come.
Huh. I mean, this is gonna be quite... Honestly, I've been to different places before, though never really this place. What's it called again?
Uh, well, if you want the technical term, we call it well, hold on. You know, yeah, sure. Um, well, if you want the technical term, uh, technical term, if you want the technical term, we call it uh, Lone Star State, Texas.
Texas?
Mm-hmm. Uh, we were our own country. We were part of Mexico, then we were our own country. But you know, a couple of years ago, we joined the United States, and well, that's where we are now.
Oh, I see.
Wait,
Hmm?
Texas is its own country. Yes. Sorry, Texas is its own country. This is a little becon because I forgot that in state as its own unified country. We're in good old Texas, the Lone Star country. Sorry, I had to remember that.
So, okay then. I actually inspect my carry-on just to see what I got.
Like I said, you kind of just see some clothes, but maybe there's something else in it. You want to roll in?
What is it? A notice?
Mm-hmm. I'll give you +2 circumstance bonus. So just add an additional 2 to whatever you roll.
Okay. That's a 3.
Plus the 2?
Yes. Yes.
God, you rolled a 1?
Yes!
You're kind of these clothes kind of. You definitely think there is other stuff there. You're just not really able to figure out what's actually there. Like you get the idea that there's supposed to be something else there, but you don't know where it is.
With that, I actually like closed the bag, and I might as well actually place it there. And I was like, so what shall we do while we're on this train?
Well, there's a couple ways. Hungry, you can head to the dining cart. Some food. I do think they also take drinks here occasionally, but I don't know how often they're going to do that since we only got 30 minutes. I always head to your room. Being this type of train, it sometimes takes a few days to get places, so you always get a room. But we've been on this trip for what 3 days now. When do you hop?
Honestly, I don't remember. I just suddenly like woke up here.
It does feel like that sometimes. I'm on
It kind of does.
the train again, and I'm like, wait, nah, I got on. Well, yeah, but I get it. It's early. I sometimes don't remember things good. But I mean, I always bring some traveling books because I find that reading's good. But I kind of have to stop it since we're about to head into the underpass.
I see. Anywho, telepathically, I actually actually look at the watch turn, aka Kingdom Dice, and I was like, well, at least this is better than the last world we visited.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot saner.
I totally do agree.
Kind of right as you say that for comedic purpose. The lights go out. The cart becomes completely dark as you seem to have entered the underpass. Doo-doo-doo.
No. Wow. They weren't kidding
Oh,
when the conductor said that it's going to be dark.
yeah, it's pretty dark. Do you want this, please?
What? Roll a what?
A notice.
Okay.
Man, you definitely should have got pluses and notice, but
I'm just gonna actually I'm gonna do it liar's dice mode.
wait, did you have perception as a
Perception
do
as
you have perception in D&D as one you're proficient in?
perception? Let me double check.
Because if so, I may just give you like +2 circumstance bonus all the time. Because it's like
Uh,
you're
pers Perception? Nope, I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, well. Alright, what'd you roll?
That's 3.
You're not able to kind of figure out where you are. Like, you haven't moved, but like, it's completely dark. You're not really able to see in here. And it's loud. It's kind of, the underpass seems to be some kind of something, because you can hear the sounds of the chugga chuggas, but it's kind of echoing in this tunnel and just making a huge roaring sound. But after a few minutes of kind of pitch black darkness and this roaring sound, you hear alongside this roaring sound a scream. That seems to be a lady's scream.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Can I actually try taking another notice check?
You sure can.
A 3!
That's still. It's you can definitely you can tell it's coming from your cart. Oh god, no, she's not. I accidentally made this kid dead. He's not dead. Hold on. But after kind of a few, you can hear like crying start to go out, and after a few more minutes, the lights come back, and you see. You see this. You see now everyone in this this peacock lady is crying as you see the millionaire, billionaire, whatever he is. You see him. Well, he's got a saber. You know, saber's a good word to use. You see, he's got a saber sticking from, well, like basically where his heart is, and he is lying down on the floor. The kid who's kind of he's got his like teddy bear holding his face after, for a split second he on and covers his eyes. You see Cowboy Man is behind him. Peacock Lady is here, kind of crying. And Sprite Lady is here. Kind of, but she's not like full on crying. And that's what you come back to when the lights come on.
What the hell just happened?
A murder! There's been a murder! That's the Peacock Lady. And you just hear the kid.
I can't take. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. The fact that you represent the kid as Sans.
Listen, it was the most kid-like one I had. Wait, no, I have one that's literally just a kid.
Either way, I think I'm going to have a. Either way, I think I'm going to have a bad time.
And the. I feel like I should have props, you know? Like I'm like tilting fake hats, which doesn't make any sense. Because no one can see me, but like I'm doing. But you see the cowboy says, a messy one. And it seems to be a messy one too. As this is happening, the conductor walks in the room and he says, "Oh no! There's been a murder. There's been a murder. That one train powered by electricity." He says, "Everyone remain calm, okay? Everyone take a seat. And you see the cowboy boy just the cowboy just kind of walks over a little blood on his shoe. As he takes his seat, the kid, he does that. The peacock lady is crying, like she's like knelt over him, and she's like, "Oh, mama, money bags. He says, now, will someone please explain what happened?
We don't know. All of this happened in the dark.
Um, you see, and you see next to you is your carry-on. It is, oh, hold on. It is open, and you see like your clothes are kind of on the floor, and underneath where your clothes were, there seems to be them to it, and that's kind
Oh, what?
of lifted up, and you see that like a fake bottom, and
Okay.
like that's kind of lifted up. Yeah, so like basically it looks like the bottom of the carry-on, but you can actually lift it up, and there's stuff underneath it, but there's currently no stuff underneath it,
Hmm.
and
I,
that's what you notice next to you.
as I examined that, I actually decided not to disclose that detail.
Um, in the dark, there was someone came and they.
In my mind, I go like, I need to figure out who's the murderer is. If I don't, the murderer will frame me for all of this. What should I do? Well,
You see the peacock lady faint in her seat, and she goes, "Oh."
in my in
What?
my in my mind, I go like, well, there's only thing now. We need to catch the killer before it's too late.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Tell I actually grabbed the I actually flip open the watch while telepathically speaking to it. Hey, do you actually notice anything off about this?
Besides there being a murder,
I mean, anything that leads up to the events of this.
uh, well, I mean, there was only 3 other people in the room before.
To start things off here, to start things off here, it seems that only one per. To start things off here, I noticed that our carry-on has a fake bottom.
Uh, oh, maybe that's where he kept her weapon.
Of course, but I never even noticed that. The one thing I
Oh,
do know is that it's not on our person, and two, I just noticed it right now. So meaning the murderer also knows about this. But who?
roll me a notice.
Unnoticed?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4!
Hey, you, as you're kind of talking about this, you can feel there's something in your jacket pocket that you just didn't notice before. But it's like, at this point, it's kind of become almost uncomfortable.
And it's.
Are you looking?
I'm actually, like, patting. You may not see it, but I'm actually patting down the side where you describe it, trying to figure out what
It's
you're.
like your left inside jacket pocket. You know how like it's the breast pocket, basically. Um, yeah, you see there is an envelope with a seal that says "in." It just has like the letter "in." Um, but it's kind of the seal has been broken. And there's a letter inside.
X. Alright. I actually, sunk down a bit to my seat and kind of like crouched underneath, and I pull the envelope out and I secretly like crack open the seal, and I actually look into the letter a tiny bit.
Yeah, you kind of you start to go to kind of read this. And conductor man says, "All right, I want everyone to head to the diner. I don't have to be around this nasty business. And you guys, um, yeah, have some food, eat something, okay, guys?
Immediately
Yeah,
upon hearing on this, I immediately stuffed the envelope back into my to my shirt pocket, and I actually followed like the rest of the guys out to the door.
yeah. You see, when he mentions food, the cowboy guy just stands up. Um, he opens his door and heads it. Um, Sprite lady. She kind of, at this point, she's kind of composed herself and kind of looks at the body one more time. You see, she kind of looks at the sword. And then you see she also heads to that cart. The kid also are still holding the teddy bear in front of his face. You can hear him muttering, he's not dead. He's not dead. Uh, as he walks past. Let me make him slightly smaller. And the peacock lady. Well, she's still passed out, but the conductor picks her up, and carries her to this cart.
In the meanwhile, I actually took the journal that is, cause remember back on our first campaign, I actually asked for a journal to write down my stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's also in your breast pocket. It's kind of like pocket size now.
Okay. So I take that, and although that I take that and I jot down a few quick notes, especially as well as a journal entry. So I end up on a train. Parentheses.
No, actually, he's not going to take her to this cart. He would take her to her. So.
String of carriage.
The conductor comes back and he says, "Okay, y'all have yourself some food. We've got another underpass coming up. So due to the recent events, I'd advise that y'all keep away when we pass under it. Okay? I'm gonna see to figuring out what happened to this bot." And he leaves the room. It is now you in the diner car. You see there's kind of a cook who is he's kind of cooking but here, but it also you can definitely tell there's like a bar section. This kid, he's got like a little plate of chicken nuggets basically, and he's like, like he's sadly eating chicken nugget.
I can't imagine. Oh my goodness.
Sprite.
Sorry, just focusing on the fact that the kid is Sans.
He says,
Anywho, let's see.
but no, Sprite Girl, she seems to have like a water, but you can definitely tell she has a journal also, and she's kind of scribbling down on it. Cowboys, he's got to be here, because of course he will be. But that's what you see at your cart, which it's fairly good tables. It's like a mix between like a really good restaurant and like a really bad restaurant. Like it's like if you served airplane food at a 5-star restaurant. and it just looks like a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, so I'm being a witness of a murder. And all I do know.
What?
Sorry, I'm writing stuff down.
Okay.
Alright, so what do we know?
Oh,
So,
what do we know?
from what I can tell from the weeping, from what I can tell from one of the girls who weep for this guy, the victim's name is Mr. Moneybags.
Well, you never asked his name. You
I,
can ask around and figure out what his name.
Anywho, so I actually, I actually go up to the Sprite girl and ask, so who is that unfortunate guy who actually died on the train?
Wait, what did you say?
I actually go over to the Sprite girl and ask, who's that unfortunate guy who died on the train?
Oh, are you referring to Mr. Moneysacks? I mean, he didn't. Well, he was the owner of the train.
So wait, what do you mean by owner of the train?
Well, he kind of helped paid with the construction of it, and it was really his whole idea, or he says it was kind of his whole thing, the train, making sure that it was actually built.
So he's the one who actually like paid money to have this entire train and its system built?
Yeah, but apparently someone wanted him dead for that.
Mhm. Okay then. So I never really got your name. So can you tell me about you and like what you're doing here?
Oh, uh, yeah, Gwendolyn. Uh, I really, I really just wanted to ride the train. I didn't want to have to deal with a whole murder, you know?
I I know, me too. With everything with everything going up, I really need to actually kind of get all my stuff straightened out. That way we can actually figure it out here. The scariest
What?
bit is that the train is still moving, meaning whoever actually murders it is still among us. If we don't be careful, we're all gonna get killed.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation we're in.
Okay then. So, what do you know about this country called Texas?
Well, I mean, it's a pretty standard country. It's, got its own government. We got our own little president. But we're if you're asking if we're known for our murders, I mean, kinda. But also, you know, it's just kind of how it is anywhere in the country. You're gonna get murders.
Yeah, but besides that, why a lot of people actually go to Texas? It's like, is there any like tourist attraction here or anything else we can do here?
Well, besides the years, um, it's great temperature all year round. So a lot of people kind of move here, especially in the cold times when it's too cold up north. And us Texas, we have a lot of the kind of, even though we're not America, give off the same kind of old American vibe. And well, as a result, those who kind of wish for old America kind of move over here.
I see. So,
Hold on,
most.
I'm getting called. I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
Going a little.
Okay. Give me a second. Where do I put the... In the meanwhile, hi, Senior Apple. So how you... Does anything happen there? Meanwhile? Oh, it's pretty good. And I actually look up on Discord, and sadly, I don't think we actually have time to have room to play. What? But maybe we can actually include you on the next stream here, if is that okay. But yeah.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, I was bored, so I actually interacted with one of the person on our chat.
Oh, no.
It's Mr. Senior Apple 365.
Yeah.
hmm So last I checked. So what happened last I checked?
Uh, I don't know. You were about to. I think I just said like this is good and people move there.
Okay, so people moved there because of like old America.
Yeah, it's got kind of a lot of your uh southern values still. Like it's
Oh,
um like there's technology, but it hasn't gotten urbanized yet. Um it's a very kind of a wild free country that like people like to go there and be like, oh, this is a lot better than, you know, living in the city and dying from pollution.
uh, so it's clean air, huh? I mean, I can
Yeah.
understand. It's always best to go out and have some fresh air.
Hmm.
Okay, and let's see here. So that's really much.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
like I said, we're not used for our American. I just
I,
honestly,
kn- I know. I know. If anything, I just don't want anyone to actually get hurt here.
there. But like I said, I don't really know a lot next to you when it happens. I can assure you, I didn't kill it.
I know. I know. I'm just actually trying to figure out, like, just straighten out everything so I can actually get my bearings. Because with stuff like this, it's best to actually remain calm and actually, like, try to figure out, like, the best course of action.
Yeah. Uh, Listen, if you need help solving this thing, I'm your little junior detective.
Yep, same here. In the meanwhile, I may actually go talk to other people about this, so In
All
a
right.
way, yeah.
Keep me updated.
Okay. Thanks, Gwendolyn.
And you see she kind of goes back to writing in her journal.
In the meanwhile, I actually go to the cowboy. It's like, hello. I never actually got a chance to catch your name.
He says, I didn't, I didn't give it out.
Oh. Would you mind
Again, he's
giving
chewing on a toothpick.
would you mind giving out your name or would you not?
He says, I'm giving strangers.
What?
How about me your name first?
Oh, me? Well, don't laugh, 'cause it's a very funny name, but it's Wanderer.
Wanderer?
Yes.
You'll meet many wanderers out there. You don't
Yeah,
look like none of those wanderers. Dressed up in your fancy little suit.
trust me. I mean, don't trust me. I seen stuff.
You ain't seen nothing. Have you ever huffed it actually in the... Have you ate a dog? Because I've ate like 10 dogs.
Okay then. So, do you want to humor me with that story, or can I actually ask some more questions about this? But so, what's your history between you and this train?
I ride it.
Okay. So, for any particular reason, or just because you want to?
Yeah, the reason is my horse died and I had to get some, so I rode it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a horse. It's not like it was my world.
Uh, eh. Anywho, so do you actually know the guy, or it's just a random stranger on the carriage?
You're referring to like money bags or whatever?
Yes.
Uh, I know that it's an easy target for someone who wants to kill him.
Yeah, we're well aware. I actually heard a little bit more about the story.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going out in this country dressed like that. Well, you're dressed like that too, so I don't know how much that fares for you.
Yeah, to be utmost honest with you, I'm actually quite surprised I even have this suit in the first place.
Because, well, I didn't go to law school,
No,
but are you on something? Because you keep asking very obvious questions.
nothing in particular. It's nothing in
Just
particular.
all.
Look, it's just simply but I'm just curious about this case.
Uh, uh, you that dude, did you?
I actually, hmm, actually, I really don't know much about the train.
Listen, do you have any questions for me, or are you just gonna ask me about the train?
Yeah, nothing much. But other than your horse, but if you can inquire me about your story, I like to hear it.
Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
I traveled surviving.
Oh, interesting.
Listen,
Hmm.
I'm just trying to be here to complete a mission. I'm not here to kill some man. Well,
Well, you look way too noble to actually do that.
sure. Me being noble and all.
Anywho, I'm starting to wonder if the kid is actually okay after all of this.
What? He's like 5, 6. Psh, I've seen men die at that age.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna actually check up on him just to see if he's all right. Okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. I actually walk up to the table where the boy is, and I was like, hello. I'm
This
just.
one's shaped like a dinosaur. You
Aw,
see, he's kind of sniffling, and you see one of his chicken nuggets has the vague shape of like a dinosaur. More specifically, it looks more like a wing because you don't know what a dinosaur is. But it's kind of got been like the two leg shape. He says, "I'm gonna eat that one last." And
aw.
you see him put it like on the edge, and he starts.
Anywho. So, yeah, I actually, so, yeah, so it's like, so, are, are you okay? Because that's something very harsh there.
He that means he's sleeping, right?
I, I don't know, kid. I don't know.
He
So,
didn't look very
I look around, so it's like, so, where are your parents?
I'm heading to them. I'm coming back. I'm coming back from my grandpa's,
Oh, so
and
you,
I was heading back to them.
oh, so you come from your grandparents, and then you're going back to your parents?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay
a
then.
long journey for my grandparents, and my parents don't have the time to. So I'm on the. That's his chicken nugget. Oh no.
So, so how is your ride before this happens?
It's fun. I gotta go to the conductor's cabin, and he let me blow the whistle.
Oh,
It's not fun anymore. Yeah.
hmm,
So.
yeah, I know. All I do know is that someone pulled a pretty mean prank, and it's not funny.
Mm-hmm. I don't like to prank at all.
I, yeah, you're a good kid, but I'm gonna find that prankster and actually administer justice.
I'm gonna
What?
prank him so hard back.
Not
He says,
that justice!
hold on, I just got called again. I'll be right back.
Okay. In the meanwhile, also, Senior, if you're still here and listening to this, thanks for the follow. I didn't got a chance to actually acknowledge that. Alright, so... But... Alright. Alright then, so let's see here. A random encounter? I'm
I'm back.
Oh, hello. I Senior Apple 365 actually asked if he can be a random encounter or at least cameo in the Kingdom Dice stream.
I can name a horse, Senior Apple.
The horse.
Let's see. A wild horse. Look at Senior Apple go. There's 365 of them.
Oh my god. Alright then. So, okay. So so from what I do know, I'm looking at my notes and actually I'm trying to figure out like what's kind of going on. But here's what I do know. Mr. Moneysack is the victim and that's the owner of the train. Glenderlin just wanted to ride the
Uh-huh.
train, and the cowboy actually rode the train because he don't have any other he has he read.
This
I'm
old
sorry, I'm
horse,
actually
Senior
looking.
Apple, who got
Yeah, and he must a red senior apple. Anywho, so the cowboy ate 10 dogs and his horse died, and the hidden and one major evidence is the fact that there's a hidden bottom on my case. It seems that
Yes, that's pretty interesting, sir. But I'm out of chicken nuggets. I'm gonna just get some more. And
okay,
you see the kid gets up from his chair and he goes and gets chicken nuggets. You want to roll a notice for me?
a notice? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Please give me a good number. I said a good number, not a 2!
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Um. You don't notice anything.
Okay. So, to his parents, and he got a chance to be in the conductor's cabin and blow the whistle. Alright then. And in the meanwhile, I might as well actually check.
Yeah.
uh,
Keep going. I can hear you.
Okay. I actually go ahead and actually check the chef who apparently looks like Smee.
He looks like what?
Smee.
Yeah. Um. You see the old man who seems to be 60s or 70s?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm approaching my mic again. Um.
Yeah.
Who appears to be in his 60s or 70s. I realized I haven't been voice this entire time. It's Helperbot who's been talking to you. But there seems to be a gentleman of 60 to 70s years old, kind of cooking. He's wearing a white uniform that's got gray stains all over. As you approach, he says, "What you be ordering?"
Can I see the menu, please?
Yeah. He hands you a piece of paper that says burger. Okay.
Can I have bacon with mine, please?
You you want bacon and chicken nuggets?
I want bacon on my burger.
Oh, okay. You didn't even read the rest of the menu, but okay. I want some bacon.
Yes, please.
You see him. He flips some burger. Um, he has some bacon. He says, "Is that it? You want a drink or?"
Yes, please. Can I have a Arnold Palmer? And if you don't know what that is, Daniel, it's just lemonade and iced tea mixed together.
Okay. All right. Uh, and he just pours a glass of lemonade and a glass of tea, and then he just pours that in a bigger cup, and he puts that in front of you, and he says, "Enjoy the meal." Or
Okay. So I'm kind of curious, but how long have you been on this train? I mean, as an employee.
uh, well, I was. Let's see. Uh, a couple of years back when the train opened, what? I was. No. Wait. No, it's been 10 years. Ah, sorry, time passes. Um, 10 years I've been an employee since it's opened. Before that, I worked in Mr. Money Sacks.
Oh, Mr. Moneysacks, huh? Have you heard the news?
Of his passing.
Yeah.
Yes, the conductor walked in here and murdered. So,
Oh, what?
yeah, the conductor, when he brought y'all in, said that Mr. Money Sacks was murdered. So
Yeah.
I assumed it was the same because, his wife can't die twice.
Mm-hmm. So you said that you worked with him before. So what is he's like?
Um, well, he's a rich guy, kind of more focused on making a profit than, you know, doing good. He likes to brag and say, "Oh, I've done it. Wow, I made this train to be," but like in reality, he did it because he knew he. So, I mean, it's fine. Like he pays. Like I get a solid 250 an hour, which is pretty good for what
250 an
someone
hour.
of my
That's a
status would use.
that's a
Yeah,
lot.
he likes to throw around his money, and I'll give him this: in his life, he didn't run out, so he must be doing something right.
I totally do agree. Yeah. And he's
Uh, he says, "Well, enjoy your meal, unless you have any other questions."
So, do you actually notice something odd while you're actually working, like during the whole going to a tunnel thing, like any weird clattering or screaming or stuff like that?
Well, they were screaming. Oh, um, he points to kind of like a lantern that's on, like it's kind of like near his stove, and he says, "I got some light in here, so I can kind of what's the sitch with that." So I saw the little boy. He left to invest.
He left? What?
Yeah. Um. I don't know. During the uh during he headed over to your.
So you're saying like during this entire incident, you just saw like a silhouette of a boy leaving this cabin and entering to this cabin?
No, that boy. And he points to the one eating chicken nuggets. He said, during the blackout, he headed over to your cart. Uh, I think it was after the screen.
So can you describe what his silhouette was like?
Yeah, it was that boy. And he again points to the boy eating chicken nuggets. I saw him because I got my lantern. There was light, and so I saw that boy get up and head to that cart. He again points to Sam. Chicken nugget boy. That is the silhouette.
But Last I remembered, he was in my cabin.
Uh, yeah, he went to your cabin during the
Well, last I remember, he's always been in there.
Uh, nah, he came in shortly before the blackout. Uh, went in during the blackout. I think you're misremembering. So during the blackout, there was actually only 4 people in there. There
Mm-hmm.
was Peacock Lady, Sprite Lady, and you. Those are the only ones in. Right before, um, Cowboy went to the left, and uh, Chicken Nugget went to the right, which is,
Okay then.
and that was before the blackout. He's saying that the kid went back, but when the lights went back up, everyone was in your.
So, okay, I'm gonna draw a quick diagram on my notes here, but what you're saying is that before the entire blackout situation, it was only me, the Peacock Lady, me, the
Money
Peacock
sack
Lady, Money Sacks,
and Sprite.
and Sprite. So this is the initial lineup. And we already know a little bit of Mr. Moneysack. The fact that he's rich must be a prime target.
Mm-hmm.
She had, from what we can tell, Gwendolyn, aka the Sprite Lady, seems that she rode the train just for fun, if my notes are correct.
Uh,
Huh? Am I remembering?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
She just
yeah, she like, oh my god, this is the mechanical marvel. I want to experience the train. So she went on the train.
okay. And we can tell that the Peacock Lady is the only, and there's a Peacock Lady. And then you said that the cowboy actually entered. And you said that the cowboy entered along with the kid soon later.
Mm-hmm.
Is and it is before or after the blackout?
So they entered during the blackout because when the blackout ended, everyone was back in the cart. So they must have entered at some point or during it
Okay,
because there was like 8 minutes that you guys weren't blackout.
I see. So and I, and I'm actually gonna go to the next cart over and see if there's anyone there.
Which cart?
Um the the cart to the right.
Okay. As you start heading to the door, the chef dude's,
Oh wait,
oh, uh,
that's the what?
that's the crew quarters.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Hmm.
Oh, you don't really find anyone there. It's just really mine and the conductors. Uh, uh, uh,
Hmm. Oh right. Speaking of which, I totally forgot, but I actually pulled the while eating my while eating my hamburger and munching down, I actually pulled the letter that I have in my breast pocket and began to read it.
okay, I'm assuming you're saying that. Uh, it says, um, um, we at the National Railroad in the
We in the National Railroad?
we invite you to take the train from Houston to Corpus.
Houston? The Corpus?
Here's my knowledge of Texas. Take that one and take the luggage that we have provided. That is all I'll ask. At the train's arrival, you will be paid in full the 500 Texas.
Alright then. Can is it okay if you can actually type it down on Discord so I can actually see it?
Yep.
Okay.
We at the National like you to the ride that one train powered by electricity. Um, uh, Taking the luggage we have provided. Um, that one train. Going from Houston to Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Taking the luggage we have provided. You will be paid in full the 500 Texas dollars at the train's arrival. Signed the National Railroad.
Hmm.
It's powered by steam.
Alright,
Wait,
let's
hold on. I changed my mind. It's actually called signed that one train powered by steam.
uh, Alright, we at the Alright, I'm looking at this letter and it said, like you to write out taking the luggage we have provided. You'll pay in full Nat 1 train powered by steam. Am
Mm-hmm.
I actually consult to KH telepathically while looking at the clock. I mean the watch face of
What?
Kingdom Dice. And I was like, this is
Okay.
this is interesting. How come its competition want us to actually ride their train instead of advertising their own?
Uh, well, it seems like that's why you have that luggage.
It's yeah,
Maybe
and
the
but
stuff would be inside,
mhm. That could also explain why we never actually knew that there's a fake bottom here.
and someone else did.
Yeah. I wonder if it's I wonder if it's okay to actually go back there and actually try to investigate.
Uh, I mean, you can try. I don't know.
Okay,
There doesn't really seem to be any kind of.
I actually closed this the watch and actually put it back in my pocket. Sorry about it. And I
No.
actually and I actually walked back into the cabin in which the crime scene actually is.
Um, as you kind of walk by, Chicken Nugget looks at you and he says, be careful, mister. There's still the planker on the loose.
Oh yeah, I'll be worried about that prankster.
Um, and you keep walking,
Yeah,
or you open the door.
yeah.
Um, as you open this door and transfer to the next cart, um, you see it. Looks like a cart. You notice that it's empty though.
What?
Weirdly empty.
The question is,
Um,
are there even blood stains?
uh, you can roll. What skills do you have?
Skills? I'm looking at it right now. I have athletic, common knowledge, notice, persuasion, stealth, climbing, fighting, healing, lockpick, riding, survival, shooting, repair, and taunt.
Uh, so this is technically like a tracking, which because you don't have is going to be a D4.
Attracted by one.
Mm-hmm. So D4
Oh boy. Please give me something. Shoot, it's a 2.
with the minus.
Yes.
Um, you can see where the body was. There are, but you can't really see
So there's,
where the body went.
but the blood stains are still there, right?
Uh, like I said, it's like a few drops of blood. Like a lot of the blood has been cleaned. But as you kind of approach this blood, you go in the underpass again. Or you are now in the underpass. Want to roll me a notice?
Notice that's it's a 3.
Okay, and I was good. Bonus. What this is it's only you again don't really see the stuff around you, but above you, you do hear. Wait, what edge did
What edge? I have luck
you? Yeah.
and fast healer.
What does luck do?
Let me actually look up luck for a bit. Um,
I mean,
give-
it's fine.
luck I think will give me a bonus Benny is what they call it.
Oh, okay.
Luck, edge.
Oh well, it's fine. Um, but you hear above you the sound of the sound of footsteps almost like it's kind of like the roof bending under. Uh, you can kind of that you can hear that sound as something is walking across the top of the car.
Hmm. Let's see here. Let me actually double check something. I'm gonna make sure what do I got here. Um, let's see here. Yeah, looking down to luck, it give me a bonus Benny.
Okay. So uh, this
What?
you you hear the sound of footsteps.
Yeah, I heard the sound of footsteps.
Yeah. Where are you?
I actually I actually run to you. So how so how does the carts work? Like Is there like a? It's when you open. It's like there's a tiny bridge in between the carts, and you can actually see what's. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So some of them are kind of like that, like the um l- like so your cart between the room you're in now and the dining cart, those are kind of one cart that are split off by a, but the next to you is a does have like a like it's like that one is like a chained, it's a separate cart.
Mhm.
Uh, while like some of them are direct.
Okay. So I actually run to the outside and try to actually try my best to squint and peek at what I can barely make out.
Yeah, you can roll a notice to see what you see.
Okay. Ah, shoot. Let me actually grab my die. Actually drop it there. It's a 1. It. So how does Benny's work?
Uh, God, why do you have to ask me this? You make me do actual. No, I don't want to know Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
Um, so I uh
Mhm.
hold on. Um, what is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, uh, so skills you can reroll them.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 Benny to see if I can improve my notice.
I what you roll when you notice?
4.
Oh, do you still want to?
All right. That's with my Benny roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, if that's the case, um, you, uh, yeah, you kind of can see that this underpass, uh, there's kind of various different rooms that do have slight light to it. While the room you aren't in has a lantern in it, but um, the kitchen does, or the dining car does. So you can see kind of the glint come off a window that you can tell is, let's see, it would be there. You see that little white bar? And you are able to make your way over to here. So now you are looking outside that window. Oh,
All right. So what? So how much I can make out?
um, so you can see kind of the sides of this cavern that seems to be kind of cut out. Um, like it doesn't seem to be like a naturally formed cave. It seems like when building this railroad, it was easier to go through the mountain than go around it. You have these kind of man-made. Um, but you can also the top of it. You
Uh,
can see the shadow of something carrying a lantern, kind of on top.
okay. So can I ask? So besides that, what else could I see? Like a silhouette or anything?
Yeah, like I said, you could probably see the silhouette. It seems to be an adult kind of a height. You can't really make out like what they're wearing necessarily. It's just a figure walking across the top of the train carts. And at this point, the figure is kind of about where your window is, which is very close to the front of the. And you know that there's like a gap between the two carts.
I actually kind of like go outside in the middle of the two gaps and try to. And you said that I have a lantern?
No, the figure above you has a lantern.
Okay.
I don't know. You. Uh, I don't know if you would have a lantern, because at the most you maybe have. I don't think you would have a full-on lantern because you're on a train, you know.
Hmm. So this is what's
But here you're kind of standing in the middle of these things.
um. So what's the exterior? Using Kingdom Dice, I try to actually reflect using the Kingdom Dice Pocket Watch. I actually try using the reflective surface to actually like try to reflect light back onto the lantern user and see if I can actually make out something.
Okay, roll me an
Roll me a what?
agility.
Agility. Let's see here. Let me double check what my agility points are. All right, the D6. Why is it tattoo?
Um. Okay. Uh. So you kind of are. You're using Kingdom Watch. You're kind of just kind of shaking about willing sure where to aim it. Uh, you hear a voice go, "Oh gosh, darn it!" And you see the lantern that they're carrying drops from their hand as it is, and then it quickly gets snuffed out um, as it crashes onto the top of the cart.
Okay.
And you hear, "Oh, someone went to my eye! Oh my god! Oh, can't see it, blind."
He's like still on top of the train, right?
Mm-hmm. He just kind of, oh shoot.
Okay.
The rift seems to be like, wait. I guess if you jump the wrong way, or if there's a really low lag. But he's just kind of standing there at the top of the cart.
I just well, like,
Wait,
what
because
do
you
you
heard.
do? What are you doing up there?
Uh, you. Oh, is that someone from the train?
If if I blinded you, I'm sorry. I was trying to actually like trying to see who you are.
Uh, you you feel like a hand touch your face. Goes, oh, hold on. And it kind of slides down your face, and it goes to like your arm, and he like grabs his and says, "Oh, come up here." And he starts to kind of tug on your arm.
Ack!
If you want, you can roll me a climb if you want to go up. If you don't want to go up, you can roll a strength.
Let me see here. What? Let's see. Oh yeah, climbing is a D8. So let me see if I'm gonna roll the D8. Why low numbers? It's a 1.
How strong is this old man? Let's see. This at most. Oh, would you look at that? you just foot um on the train, but this old man says, "Well, come on," and you just hear, he just like, yeah, and you are now on the top of this train.
So he just dragged me
But
up there.
he literally pulled you up. Um,
So it's like, I actually try to talk, it's like, what are you doing on here? Why on this train?
oh, hold on. Um, hold on. Let me. I did not get a token for him. I will. Right now, wait. No. No one already. Okay, so we will get. Um. Uh, I know which. Okay. We will use.
I swear, it's gonna be Papyrus. Now,
It's not gonna be papyrus. All that would have been.
now,
It's not papyrus. Come on. Where is it? Yeah, we'll use this one. uh, this man, as you see, um, uh, it, the
okay. See ya,
three
senior.
lights, this lantern. Bye, senior. Okay, lantern, and as he does that, you see the light kind of reflect over the roof of the cavern. Um, and he says, "Oh, that's much better. Hi, nice to meet you." He looks
Hey,
to be 80.
80.
He's got he's got no hair on the top. Seems to all migrate to his chin. He is wearing clothes that somehow are too small, but yet too baggy on him. Um, like they're too short for him, but also are super big for him. Uh, he has like a bag, like a huge bag, twice as much as him, but his back. Um, and he's got kind of like the classic hobo tying a handkerchief to a stick sack as well. He
Hello.
says, "Now,
What?
what'd you ask me?"
I was like, what are you doing on this train?
Oh, well,
Huh?
I'm walking.
Walking? What do you mean?
Well, yeah, I'm getting to the front.
Uh, I got a question. Why are you riding the train from the roof? Wouldn't it be more safer riding on the inside?
I ain't. Why would I want to do that?
Um, so why would you hang out on the roof?
Well, I mean, just look. And he says that you you go blind for a few. The sunlight kind of reaches your eyes as you are no longer in. Uh, you're no longer in the underpass. Your eyes are adjusting, and you see, yeah, you see kind of the train but past the train, you see it's east. No, rises. It's heading west. Sorry.
Mhm.
Uh, it is heading west, and you can definitely tell that it is sundown, as there is just a very beautiful sunset that is kind of lowering now. Hold on, I'm being called.
Another. And another will be right back through these messages.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just. I mean, you haven't seen a sun. Like, I think the only time there would have been a sunset you were asleep for. Uh,
Mm.
but the sunset, and it's kind of glistening off of the train in front of you,
I'll be like, wow.
as well as kind of the train. Yeah, that's kind of say,
So
old man next to you. So there's the train and all of its.
so beautiful.
He says, "Yeah, you don't get this kind of view inside there."
Hmm. Yeah, it kind of does. So, have you always do stuff like this?
Oh yeah, a wanderer. I kind of go place to place.
What a
And just
coincidence! My name is Wanderer.
oh, you look at. But is it your name or you know, or not be a wanderer?
Well, it's a bit complicated, but
Why?
I think it's best to actually go back to the beginning. You see, I actually fell off from the sky for no apparent reason, and then I landed into a weird town. Upon this weird
No.
town, I actually found out that my name is Wanderer, or at least that's what people tend to call me. Then, on another voyage, I actually ended up on a weird well, and I actually ended up in an alternate universe. And then now I end up here. It's a bit extraordinary, and if I told you the true details about that, you wouldn't believe me.
Uh, he says, "Try me. I've seen a lot of weird stuff."
Have you ever have a time where a rock talked to you?
Oh yeah.
Hmm. So,
Why?
uh,
He say something?
he had been my companion for these adventures we have.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Roll me a notice, please.
Notice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, sorry, wrong die. Ah, shit. It's a 4.
Oh, that's very good. If you're kind of talking to him, you see, his beard, sometimes, but you see as he kind of does that, you can see the clothes that he's wearing underneath. And like I said, they look baggy on him, but also too small. But you can
Mhm.
also tell that some of it is kind of blood. And he's kind of intently.
Hmm.
He's listening to you, what you were talking.
Hmm. So you said that he has a bloodstained shirt? Okay. I s So, are there times where it's like you like slip and fell off or something, or you got, or like something happens during these types of rides?
Oh yeah, I've fallen off the train many times. Keep getting up though.
Hmm. All right then. So, do you know anything about this train, or you just simply hop on because it's a train?
Well, I just simply hopped on, but that doesn't mean I don't hear things.
Hear things like,
Well, Uh, I, I've been hearing that that fancy lady. Of course, everyone else has been talking to their own.
A fancy lady?
What'd you say?
I didn't get the full details, but what about the fancy lady?
Oh, she's kind of walking about the train. She seems to be fine after faint.
After fainting?
And well, people have been talking about you too.
About me? What?
Hmm.
What are you saying about me?
Well, some seem to have their own
Suspicions?
oh yeah. I mean, you come in holding, or you come in with a carry on with a sword. People are gonna notice.
Carry on with a sword. That's Saber!
That's a sword. Carry on.
No, the fact that. And the moment that I heard that, a flashback actually goes back to when Kingdom Dice actually explained what happened, to how come our clothing and style is different. I'm.
Oh, whenever we go to we change to to better fit it. Was that a spot for me to do the flashback? That was the flashback.
Yeah. Wherever we go to another world, we tend to change form to better fit in to the world we're visiting.
Oh, okay.
That must be the short sword.
That makes sense to me.
Hmm.
He says, "Have fun changing shapes." And
Hmm. Yeah. Anywho, did you know where that girl with the weird peacock-like dress is? Kind of want to check up on her.
uh, well, like I said, last she was doing a lot of moving about. Uh, uh, hold on. And you see him kind of press his head to the train,
Hmm?
and he kind of he like well he presses his ear to it, and he's kind of listening. And he says, "Yep." And then in this gap here, he sticks his head down and looks to the and says, "She's in the cafe."
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I assume there's like a ladder on that side there, right, Daniel?
Nope. So I pulled you up. I can help you get down.
Yeah. Can you actually lower me down there, please? I might want to talk to her.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, he easily lowered. He seems to be strong for an old man, because he's not really shaking while he's lowering you down. Uh,
I mean, he
lowers you
must have
back down.
tremendous strength to climb up on top of the the train track cars, and actually do stuff like this.
Yeah, he doesn't look it though. He doesn't look like he's super strong. But he says, "All right, have fun."
Thank you. I actually like walk across a cafe.
Come. Wow. Hold on. Okay. Hide those areas. Okay. Da 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 da. Reveal these areas.
Hmm.
out in the peacock. Shut
Oh,
up. She's no longer fading. Uh,
okay.
yeah. So
I
that is
actually. So the.
what you see.
Alright. I actually, like, waltzed in and it's like, hello to the peacock lady. Like, hold on, I'm gonna actually, pinpoint where I'm going. I'm gonna go here beside the peacock lady and actually, like, say hello to her.
Yeah. As you kind of walk in, you see Cowboy and Sprite were kind of talking to each other, but you kind of hear the talking between them stop. Um, and the peacock lady, um, clearly an alcoholic, drink in front of her, and she's just, oh, poor old Money Sacks.
Shoot.
She's still kind of sad, but drinking away the pain.
Hello. The name's Wanderer, and you are?
Oh, um, uh, you can definitely tell, like, she gives off, like, she scoffs for a second, and she turns around in the chair, and she sees your suit, and she says, "Oh, I am Madame Peak, but you may call me Elizabeth.
What? Again? I didn't hear that.
You may call me Elizabeth."
Elizabeth? Okay.
She says, "I am 23, if you are wondering." She is not 23. She looks 50, like I said. But she says she's 23, and that's all that matters.
Okay. Um, so 23, when in actuality 50. So, if
Say that out loud. All right, clearly lying.
no. Anywho, so do you have any business? So so what's your relationship with you and Mr. Moneysacks?
Oh, me and him, we were good friends. You don't really want to hear about that, do you? Do you want a drink? Oh, bartender, a drink for the man.
Wait! I'm underage.
How underage?
18.
Oh, well, that's nothing here. And she says, get him the strongest you got. And the bartender goes, drink. Also,
Okay.
drinking age is like 4 in the West.
What?
In the Wild West, it's like you come out the womb and you're already drunk. That's mostly because your mother was.
Thank God.
Um,
Yeah.
but she
Thanks.
says, like I said, why are we asking questions of old money? Oh,
It.
you that striped suit yourself? It's a
Oh.
nice pocket watch. How much is it worth?
Oh, sorry. That's priceless. I can't part with it. It's a family heirloom.
Oh, oh, priceless. Fairly heirloom. That's very heirloom.
Yeah, it's been through as I it's been with me since the medieval ages.
Oh, a family with the roots. Bartender, make drinks. And you see the bartender makes 2 drinks and sets them on the bar, and she says, "Well, drink up."
It's a okay, so you so
Are
how
you denying? Are you saying no to the drink?
uh I just go like it's okay, it's okay. You don't need to actually pour another one on me.
That is the right answer.
Hmm?
Okay, kids, be precious.
Anywho,
Um,
I actually asked like, so do you have any business on this train, or you're just there because of your friend?
she says, "One moment," and you see she downs the two drinks, and she says, "Okay, ooh, no, that's an assistant. Hmm, do I have a business on the train? Well, is his husband's funeral good enough business for you?" And as she says that, you see she kind of gets puppy. She kind of pouts her lip,
A,
clearly playing an act. You can't tell that's kind of her thing.
a funeral service?
Husband, his recent departure from this earth. I told him not to mess with that bull,
Hmm.
but I mean, if you were asking for reasons, um, that does mean I'm saying
Doesn't mean you're what? I can't hear you.
I'm saying
Hmm. All right, let's see here. Oh, hey, I actually look up to the chef and I was like, hey, sir, um,
yeah.
how is the lady? Do you think that she's having a bit too much?
Sir, I just give them what they ask for.
Yeah.
If she seems to be a lady who can handle it, being her age and all. I am only 23. I've been drinking for 2 years. How dare you? And you see, she stands up and she says, I will not be rudely told, so rudely treated, and frankly hit on by the bar. I will be making sure that your superiors hear of this. And he's like, well, my superior is dead, so good luck with that. And you see she stands up from the bar and she walks over to you and she says, with some men, but you would never be like, like that.
Hmm. There is. Hmm. So here's what I actually. All right. I actually pop open my notebook and I actually try to review what I got here. So
Okay. Hey, what?
it seems that no one other than that. I actually think to myself. So everything I said is not actually coming out of my mouth. I'm just thinking telepathically. But
Okay, good.
okay. So I'm looking at the notes here, and so far there is not really any tall tale signs here. The only tall tale signs. The only thing closest to a suspicion is the hobo on the roof. But most likely he must. But even then, I don't think it was him.
Okay.
There is no from looking at what his alibi is, he seems that he has no reason to go inside if he actually enjoys the view out there. Though Elizabeth, although it could be the fact that Elizabeth must be in a drunken state, but I can't help but actually feel uncomfortable even presenting the Kingdom Die or the Kingdom Watch in her presence, to the point where I actually had to develop a lie to actually make sure she's off, like come up
Mm-hmm.
with an excuse of why I can't part with it.
Mm-hmm. She's a gold digger. or a gold panner, I guess.
Gold banner. But nothing that will confirm my suspicions except the suitcase. So far, according to the hobo's rumors, two people suspect me because they know because my weapon is inside a case. But I know for a fact that I didn't wield that. So the only one is another person who can figure out the suitcase secrets. But who else? We must investigate the conductor. I
Okay.
actually,
He's at the front of the train, conduct.
all right. I actually go to the front of the train here.
Oh, listen. So as you leave, Peacock Lady says, "Chat later."
See you
Um,
too, Elizabeth.
as you are walking to the front, hold on. Hold on. Boo, boo, boo. Let me explain what's there. So as you're walking, there is two doors basically. Um, like there's a bit of darkness there now. Um, here and here, and they seem to. Oh no, they'd be here
What?
to covers. Um, there's kind of like chalkboards next to the doors, and you see here it says uh, it says Wanderer kind of on one side, and then on the other it says, or below it says um and then on this it says um uh Gwendolyn,
Gwendolyn.
was that her name?
Yeah.
Gwyneth,
Mm-hmm.
Gwendolyn there, and that's here.
So,
And then
alright.
the next cart.
The next cart?
Yep. I'm basically just describing the stuff as you walk, unless you wanted to go to either of those rooms.
I actually want to take a quick stop here and inspect more of that room.
Okay, which room?
This room that I'm currently in. Well,
This
you
one?
said, yeah. Oh,
Oh, that one?
you said this one
Oh,
actually has my name there?
yes.
And
Like next to the door.
what does it said?
It it just is like a door, and
Okay. I kind of want to take a notice check.
and then underneath it is Eugene.
Eugene. Huh?
Okay, roll notice.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's a 1.
There's a door. The door seems to be unlocked. That's kind of the only thing you notice.
Hmm. So let's see here. So from what I do know is that there's a guy named Eugene.
Oh, I lied.
Oh, the bottom one is Elizabeth.
Um, no. So this top one has Gwendolyn and Elizabeth.
So there's Gwendolyn and Elizabeth, and this door actually what really is this place?
You can open the door.
Okay, I kind of slide open the door.
You open the door. You see there are two beds in here, and there's kind of little bedside. But you see next to this bed is a little backpack, and then next to the other bed, you see kind of another backpack. But you see on the bedside table is a framed picture of a horse.
Oh, horse.
Like an old timey picture that would have taken 5 hours to stand there for, but it is a picture of like a and someone's standing next to the horse, but you're too far away to see who.
I actually look closer and see what the to actually get a closer look.
On this picture with the horse is who you guess his name is Eugene. It's the cowboy boy. He's actually smiling, which is because they took so long, but he seems to have real big joy next to this horse. And the horse is a horse. It looks like a very nice horse, but it's a horse and it
Oh,
is just kind of standing there, and he's kind of got its reins in his hand, but he is giving like a smile with his jagged teeth.
hmm. So this
But like I said, the other side has a little backpack.
that little backpack. That's
Mm-hmm.
on my side, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you guess, because there's two beds. This side seems to be you'd guess the
I
other.
actually go there and check what's in my backpack.
It's your standard kind of survival stuff. You got rope, like bedrolls and stuff. It seems you should be carrying. There's another kind of change of clothes in there. It's almost like it's your luggage in a way. Um, but in kind of your backpack is a knife.
A knife.
Mm-hmm.
So if my so I have two luggage.
Yes, this seems to be like your actual luggage, while the other one was the luggage they told you to bring for the National Railroad.
National Railroad. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. The people who sent you that other luggage seems to be the that they want.
Shoot a letter. I'm gonna go investigate the conductor.
Okay, you're gonna continue walking.
Yes. Yes.
Um, Mortal Kombat. As you walk, um, here there is a door that says Mr. Money, and here there's a door that says. Are you gonna continue walking, or are you gonna investigate
I'm gonna
anything?
look at that room. Just read the name.
Which one?
The name that's the opposite of Mr. Moneybags.
It says
Let's see here. What
doesn't
is it?
actually say. No, it
Is,
would say Mister. It says train.
is this train?
What?
What? What do you say?
Uh, uh, train. I was saying I don't know if it would have had his name. It would be a Mister. It's his train. But um the this one just says William.
William.
Mm-hmm.
I put that note there in mind just to actually check out it later. But after I jot down that note, I actually go out to the conductor.
Uh. Okay. Um. You go out to the conductor. Let me. As you can, uh, as you're going to the conductor, you see approaching maybe in 5-10 minutes. Uh, you can kind of start seeing the sea on the sea, and your train is approaching. Um,
Oh,
and as
what?
you enter, there's a city kind of near like the seashore, and you are approaching it. Um,
Don't have to.
but uh, as you kind of exit and see this, the conductor says,
Hey,
"Oh,
huh?
welcome. You came to check out the engine."
Yes, and I'm also am kind of curious about this murder case that's fresh on my mind.
Oh, as he mentioned, kind of this front, it's shooting out these kind of sparks that you've seen in lightning before, but it is like shooting it off in kind of different directions. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and actually notice and you start to feel it. The character's mustache is basically it's bigger than you saw it before because of the electricity in the air. Same with kind of middle part; it's a little and even your hair, it's kind of started lifting off of one of your eyes, so you can see your other eye now,
And it re
which is
revealed to
gold,
be, yeah, the other eye is revealed to be amber.
amber. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you pardon, it's more. Um, but that's just from the electricity in the air. Um, and you see kind of crank the more kind of sparks go out. When he said, "How's a murder thing? I heard that you're kind of taking care of it.
I'm
I hope you
trying
got
to
it covered.
I'm trying to figure
We're
it
right."
out, but I got a question. So after an entire murder case, what do you do to the body? And also about the bloodstains.
What?
Did you actually remove the body, or do you remove the body and the bloodstains because it's a standard procedure?
The body should still be there. I haven't touched. I haven't given anyone orders to touch.
What?
Is the body missing?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a bigger issue because I thought we would arrive and or the and kind of and they can figure this out since they're professionals. But and that's kind of the only evidence we have.
Yeah.
We can't just go on speculation.
Yeah. What's even worse is that what's even worse is that without it, the train murderer could still be among us. He may actually try to scrub off the evidence.
Well, it seems like he's already done that.
Yeah, we're kind of too
I
late to
think
notice.
you've got 15 minutes till we
Conductor,
arrive at Corpus. That's the most I can slow down the train. You have that amount of time. This person is. Um.
alright.
So
At the
that amount. You
15
can't
minutes?
do it. Yeah. Free.
Oh,
Um. For reference, that is the amount of time you have left. If like
for
the time stops, I will stop the timer. But for now, 15 minutes.
alright.
Count.
Quick question. What's your name?
Uh, I'm Conductor Johnson.
Johnson. Gotcha. Conductor
Mm-hmm.
Johnson. Alright, I ran back immediately to the cabin in which the murder scene has been taking place at. And I immediately like patted my hair down so no one else can see my amber eye.
Okay. Back in
Okay.
that cart.
Yeah.
Just keep saying what you're doing because it's gonna.
And, and with that, I actually desperately look around anything that I could use for clues.
Uh. All right. That's a notice.
Another notice check.
Yep.
I got a 3. Are there any bonuses I can work with?
Yeah, sure. Um, 'cause you still feel the footprints on the top of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, the figure seems to still be. Um, Actually, as you are noticing, the kind of few drops of blood that are there are going in the direction of the window. Um, Something you noticed: your carry-on is now gone. You no longer. It was no longer kind of in the floor where it was left. Um, what else? There doesn't seem to be. Well, there's no one in here. Um, you kind of remember Peacock was the closest. Um, Cowboy, Child were the farthest away. Sprite second closest. That's the kind of stuff that you remember. That's all the stuff you notice.
And there's one person from the above.
Right.
Press for time. I actually go like, KD, do your thing. And I actually open up and I open up the stop and I open up the pocket watch that I have and open it up.
Okay.
All right, so KD's abilities have been activated.
Okay.
At
Um,
this,
you
what?
you got 2 minutes where it can be stopped.
Okay, I only have 2 minutes. All right,
Mm-hmm.
I actually take I actually take a look outside using the blood smear's direction towards the window. I actually look outside the window and I actually try to look at like the side of the plate.
Yeah, as you are looking outside the window, when you see it's everything stopped moving. You're moving at a snail's pace now. Not you, but the train.
Hmm.
Um, and what did you say you were doing?
I'm trying to look at the side of the train.
Yeah, the side of the. Um, yeah, this is something you would just notice. When whoever cleaned up or whoever, yeah, touched this, there's kind of little bit of a trail of blood that seemed to have been dragged to the roof of the train.
To the roof of the train.
Got 1 minute left
I
of
act
time stop.
I actually try to climb. I actually try to
Climbing
climb.
up the train. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a climb.
yeah. Um, I got two. Can I re-roll? Cause time's slow.
Yeah, use a Benny.
Okay.
Or no, you can just.
Re
Yeah.
re-roll cut. Okay. I'm getting not really good rolls here. One more re-roll.
Yep, yep.
I'm gonna re-roll during the time stop.
Okay.
Ah, shoot. You know, I'm gonna use another die. Okay, I got a 4.
What? You have like a 6 to climb, but okay.
Wait, what? I
Uh,
got 6 to climb?
right. I
Um.
thought so because it's strength based, and I
Oh,
thought you
wait. Hold
were.
on. It's X. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's a D8. Sorry. I've been re-rolling a D4.
Okay. Um. So in this clinical time, I have to go.
What?
We're going to the. So we are at 12:30 when I get back. We will be back at 12.
Okay.
Or
Can we
same
actually hold
remaining.
off this? Can we actually hold it off until the next stream?
Sure. I mean, we only have 12 minutes and 30 seconds, but we can.
Okay, we're gonna actually pause the stream right here. I'm going to actually like throw in a 2B.
So next time we'll continue, and then possibly even the start of the.
Yeah.
More than likely, we will have this. Because I mean, we have minutes left of this one, and then next time we'll have, some hours to do that one.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Um, sounds good. Here.
Yeah, that will sound
That-
good.